Guys, my name is John Micheal Bianco. I'm a super middleweight here out of Mississauga, Ontario. I train out of Combat Arts and Grindhouse in Mississauga. And I'm having my fourth pro fight coming up.
So so far you've done 4 fights. It's the 4th fight this year?
Yeah, so this is my 4th fight, yeah, December.
If you could go back 1 full year in review, what would you say, starting from the first pro fight to now? What did you learn?
Oh man, a lot of things, honestly. I would say, I think my style, I think I think my eye has probably changed the most. The way I see boxing, the way I box. I still have that, athleticism. I'm still doing things I was doing before, but I think this time I have a better eye from coming from my first fight versus now, and obviously the nerves that I had then versus this fight coming up. I'm a lot more confident as well.
100%. I would say the biggest thing I took knowing you from day one to now is your confidence level is absolutely through the roof. Coming off your last fight here in Hamilton, probably, in my opinion, your best performance. Not only that, what a fight. This opponent was game, he was Canadian, he was from Montreal, he came ready, he tried to spook you at the weigh-ins, and your professionalism was, you just weren't having it, and then in the ring it showed it. So let's talk about that fight.
So I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect. I knew he was coming from the Grant brothers in Montreal, so I knew it was going to be, I knew he was going to be a good fighter. He was undefeated, I'm undefeated. He's been in the pro game a lot longer than myself, so I kind of knew he was going to have more tricks coming into the fight. But yeah, to be honest, I felt like it was pretty close. I would say it was a pretty tight fight, but I kind of threw a big shot, and then it came with a short shot while my head was down, and then I saw his legs go, and then I just knew from there I had to kind of capitalize on it, and we got the early knockout, man.
How'd you feel about his attitude at the weigh-ins with you?
I think it was too much, man. I feel like it's cool. I guess he's just trying to hype himself up. He's not really hyping me up, but it's not like we're fighting for a title. It's not like we're two big names in the boxing world. We're just two local guys, right? So I feel like it was kind of unnecessary, and it made him look bad. That's literally the worst thing that can happen, a first round knockout after having that kind of attitude, at the weigh-ins. Not even just that day of, even the day before weigh-ins as well.
I love Canadian versus Canadian showdowns. I love it. Or even Canadian versus American, but there's something special about Ontario versus Quebec.
Yeah.
Is there anyone out there on your eyes right now that you would like to step on the ring with in the next year?
Damn, to be honest, I'm not too sure, man. If you want to be actually honest, I'm not 100% sure. You guys can throw names out there. If you feel like it, I'm down. I'm ready for whatever. But if you want to pick a fight with me, it ain't gonna be easy, man. So you can try your best and train for as hard as you want, but I'm training harder than you.
Yeah, you definitely put in the work. You're definitely, in my opinion, one of the more favorable athletes. You're very athletic. I noticed this the first time I came here to Combat Sports and train. And your team is big. Out of all the fighters I deal with, I think you have the biggest team. What does that do for you as an athlete, having such a big team?
It's good. At the same time, it's there are times where it is a little bit annoying because they're always on your ass. But it's good because they're on my ass, and I have obviously my strength trainer Dan. I got my osteopath and neurological trainer, which is Shar, whom you just met. Sean. I got McGlenn, Sock, Pierce. I got pretty much everybody here at Combat. And I got my wife too, who's a really big part of my team as well at home and also on the road and in the gym. So it does good. It definitely helps a lot. Everyone has kind of have an eye on me, and if one person sees something, the other person will see something that's not there, and it's good to have people that have your back, and and vice versa, have their back as well. So it's great. It's great to have a team like that, and I'm very privileged to have that.
Okay, so let's talk about this fight coming up. How's training camp been so far for you?
So far, I think I'm going to be honest, it's probably the best training camp so far. Mentally, I think. Physically, I'm always in shape. I'm always in good shape. training's going pretty well. Like I think the schedules are aligning a bit better. You know, this is not our first rodeo. This is my fourth pro fight, so we kind of know how our schedules are kind of coordinating. We're coordinating more with each other. So it's been going pretty good. I think it's been going great so far, and it's been a pretty smooth training camp. You know, no injuries, and yeah, man, I think my mental and my confidence is definitely a lot more for this fight than it was for previous fights.
So, yeah. What do you think about going back to Cape Breton now for the second time? Now you've been there for one of your second pro fight. So, going back to Cape Breton, how's that make you feel?
I now know what to expect. I actually really like going back to Cape Breton. For one, the food, the halibut was really good. So I can't wait to eat some good fish, some seafood out there. And also, I would say I really enjoy that venue. It's actually a pretty nice venue especially for my second pro fight. That was a really great venue, and yeah, man, I can't wait to go back and to be out there in the East Coast. And yeah, I like fighting on the road. For me, it kind of reminds me back in the amateur days when I was fighting on the road, and I feel like I was a lot more concentrated, you know, and yeah, it was just a lot better for me mentally. So I can't wait to go back. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you see this fight going?
So this guy I'm fighting, obviously he's a Mexican. He's pretty tough. From what I know, his record's good as well. But I see me and him, I think we're just gonna kind of fill each other out in the first and second round. You know, we might end up going for shot, but I think realistically, I'm gonna be putting this guy out. He is coming up from a few weight classes to super middleweight. So I think I'll probably end up putting him out later on in the fight. I'm not going to tell you how. You're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight. But your boy is going there to win and win only.
No predictions for me today?
Not today, but stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right, thanks, brother.
No problem, man.